wondering about the new Philippine national ID? Well, this video is for you, so keep on watching. Here are some tips and what you need to know when applying for a national ID. And here I have questions usually asked. But first, we have to know what is this Philippine national ID. This serves as a valid proof of identity that simplifies public and private transactions. The Philippine Identification System ID, or PhilSys, or the Pambansang Pagkakakilanlan, is the official national identity card for Filipino citizens worldwide and foreign permanent residents in the Philippines. Now, PhilSys envisions to, number 1, make services more accessible. Promote ease if doing business, enhance integrity of services and reducing fraud, enable and promote participation and trust in digital government and the digital economy, and lastly, to empower Filipinos with greater control over their personal data. Now, what are the requirements in applying for a PhilID? Here are the primary documents. Number 1, we have the PSA birth certificate and one government-issued identification document. We have the DFA-issued Philippine passport, GSIS or SSS, and the LTO-issued driver's license. And we also have secondary documents, the PRC ID, Seaman's Book, the OWA ID, Senior Citizens ID, SSS ID. Next, we have the 4-piece ID, License to Own or Possess Firearms ID, NBI clearance, your police clearance, and solo parents ID. We also have PWD ID, the Voters ID, Postal ID, TIN, PhilHealth ID, and the National or Residence ID from other countries. Also, there are other documents that can be accepted provided that they have front-facing photos, signature or thumb mark, permanent address, full name, and date of birth. Here we have the employee ID, the barangay clearance or certificate, the school ID, the barangay ID, or the city or municipal ID. Now, what are the benefits of a national ID? Number 1 is streamlined information. With a single ID for everything, all the information about a citizen is associated with his or her national ID number or CRN. Number 2, no need for other valid IDs. Once a national ID system is in place, the government and private agencies will no longer need other IDs to verify a person's identity. And number 3 is faster ID verification. There will be biometric machines in all relevant agencies. Your trip to whatever government agency will be less of a hassle once the national ID system is in place. Next question is, where to apply for a Philippine ID? We have a lot of agencies where you can apply for your Philippine ID. Number 1, we have the Philippine Statistics Authority or the PSA. We also have the Civil Registry Office in each city or municipality, any GSIS or SSS branch, any PhilHealth branch, any Pag-ibig branch, the COMELEC office, local or provincial, and any Philippine postal offices. Now, who are eligible to get one? Of course, all Filipino citizens are automatically eligible to get a national ID, including OFWs, dual citizens, and even foreigners. But will the Philippine ID replace other government IDs? The answer is a big no. It will not replace other existing functional IDs that serve other purposes. And how long is the validity of a Philippine ID? The Philippine ID for Filipinos has no expiration date, while the Philippine ID issued to resident aliens or the foreigners is only valid for 1 year. Now the big question is, how much is the Philippine ID? Great news! It is 100% free. It is free of charge for the initial issuance for the Filipinos. So what are you waiting for? Don't get stressed. Go and avail your Philippine national ID now.